You know, every week we try to welcome all the new artists with their new hits on board Matter Drive all through the day. And of course, here on the Matter Drive, I'm filling in for Charles today. Goofy is here, Ding Dong is here, and our special guest, Gazzi Gates. All right, I got you there now. What's up?
I'm all right.
Great to have you here this afternoon. A lot of people, well, you know, they have a circle in the hip-hop world in Trinidad and Tobago. Just in the hip-hop circle in Trinidad and Tobago, they know about Gazzi Gates and so on, right?
He's been around.
Yeah, but for the people who don't know who you are, give them an introduction. You were from a group before, you know, right up to now. Give them a little teaser where you're from and so on. Intro.
All right. For those who don't know, name is Gazzi Gates. Used to be part of the local hip hop group Spot Rushers back in the day. Everybody split up and decided to do their own thing. You know, still love everybody good still, but just wanted to pursue other ventures. And since then, I've put out 2 mixtapes. One a couple years ago. It was just online. I put it on YouTube called Get This Off My Chest. And right now it's about promoting the brand new one, A Playboy's Playbook, which was recorded in Atlanta. You know, we just put out a new video on World Star. It's playing on Synergy, and we're trying to get it on a couple US stations. It got over 2.7 million views on World Star, which is a great achievement. You know,
So are you currently residing in Trinidad and Tobago, or are you in the US at the moment?
Well, I'm here at the moment, looking to head back up pretty soon. Need to do some more recording, shows, that kind of stuff.
So how are things looking for you as an artist? Has it been progressing? Meaning, do you have people, or are you working on it yourself on contracts and so on, or record deals, or sending tapes, sending music? What's going on with Gazzi Gates?
Primarily, the majority of the stuff is done by me. It gets hard at times, but I also have people who assist from time to time, but the majority of the stuff is all me. But since we put out this new mixtape and the new video, a lot of people have been reaching out, you know. It's been overwhelming, to tell you the truth.
Right.
The response, big labels, producers, people
real.
wanting to
Taking
manage,
notice.
all these kind of things, been reaching out, emailing, calling, you know, so.
Tell me something. Is this your biggest track to date? I mean, I've heard a lot of your stuff over the years.
I would say so because
I had like Show Off. I thought Show Off was going to make it, but it didn't quite reach where I knew you thought it would have been.
Yeah. Well, actually, it still did a lot of good for me in that it got me to Atlanta. You know, people, executives over there heard the song, that and another song of mine called Anyway, and they were like, "What is this guy doing? Why is he still in Trinidad? Come off the road." You know.
So who produced this Stevie J track?
A guy out of DC, Washington DC, named Low Key. He lives in California now. He did work with like Wiz Khalifa, The Game. Currently in studio with another rapper named Kevin Gates. He did work with Twister, you know. So he's on the come up.
So what's going on? Are you writing all your music yourself? Meaning, like you just said that the guy, you know, called you. You know, was it written by him, Stevie J?
Nah, that entire song was written by me. He just did the
He did the music.
Yeah, he did.
Right. Okay. So would you say that since the last time, your last mixtape, and being noticed in Atlanta by a few producers and even writers, I'm sure, would you say that led this guy to taking notice of you and wanting to do your beat?
Actually, how me and him hooked up was I was at the studio that I was doing the majority of my stuff in Atlanta, and he just happened to come through with somebody who had business with one of the guys who owned the studio. And he heard some of my stuff being played in the studio and was like, well, I do beats also.
Right.
I did work with such and such, and I think it would sound good over one of my beats. Listen to some of them and pick one. And I heard this one particular beat, and I was like, I want to jump on that.
So do you think that the time is now for young hip-hop talent or local talent in the whole? But, I mean, you're striving towards hip-hop. Would you say now's the time for local hip-hop to make it internationally? Are you seeing it growing?
It's actually a very good crop right now.
Notice,
very much so.
Notice
very
of
much
us, you know,
so.
much more. You know, everyone knows us, you know, all through the Caribbean and Europe and then with the soca and so on. But hip-hop.
Now, very much so, because I'll actually tell you something. I can't tell you exactly who told me because I'm still in, you know, initial stages of talks with these people.
Right, okay.
This particular executive that I spoke to, his opinion was the Caribbean is what everyone is looking at right now.
Okay.
And he was, in his opinion, no one wants to really touch another female Caribbean artist because he thinks Nicki Minaj and Rihanna have the whole Caribbean female thing on lock. So he was like, the fact that you are from the Caribbean, you're a guy, and you're doing good music, it's great. You know, everybody looking for that right now. So yeah, the time is right for Trinidad and Tobago hip hop, and all who serious need to step up.
Let me ask you something though. Everybody's path is different, and how your song got played, and whether it's World Star or wherever it got led you to this day. What advice do you have for young hip hop artists out there to get their music heard, to get their music played, and to reach a broader audience?
Well, first things first, a lot of guys need to understand that the recording process is a serious thing. Too many people do tracks and they don't get mixed, mastered. People don't really take your stuff seriously if it's not sounding right, first thing. So make sure and get your stuff sounding right. Then nowadays, these guys have a whole lot more to work with, the whole social media, Twitter, Facebook, you know, the whole lineup. You have to be active on all of these things. The world's smaller because of the internet now. See how you can get up on yeah. See now you could get your stuff up on YouTube. It real simple. Like I heard this rock artist, I forgot his name. He was talking about how he got signed. Somebody heard his song. He was performing at a bar, and somebody was there filming. And they liked the song and they put it up on YouTube. He said the song got about 60 something views. There's nothing to talk about. But the next week, a big record label in New York was calling him, and he signed to them right now and doing tours all over the world. So
for somebody else.
Oh, yeah. You understand me? So you need to get your social media stuff together, do videos. Yeah, videos are expensive to do, but I mean,
but there are ways around that, though.
Yeah, it have ways around that. Plus, it have people willing to work with you if you're talented, you know, that kind of stuff. So.
All right, you know what? Let's touch the track and come back with the Gazzi Gates. This is Stevie J. Yeah, we're gonna let Gazzi Gates touch the mic live.
Money over, not women over money. Cause when you getting paper, you already gon' get honey. And I don't mean to brag, women just got something for me. Haters hate the life I'm living, probably wanna take it from me. So the homies stay with that. What you thought, the boy Bo Peep, don't make me start to get ratchet. Just y'all gon' have to call police, and when they come to try catch me, I'm speaking over y'all, sleep on y'all, and y'all cheeks, and all night my neighbors get no sleep, and I'm smacking on that bummy, get it from my mommy, and if that booty stupid, I put working on that dummy, they always like to please me, putting kisses on my tummy, how she singing on that mic, I said that girl should win a Grammy, I got love for all my women. What y'all be saying? I do like Stevie J, except I'm smarter with my playing. Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right like Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right. Show you right that I'm a player. Bad females is my sport. Don't even try to hide it, but I'm never getting caught like Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right like Stevie J, Stevie J, Reds. Now at the same damn time I had my Jocelyn's and my Mimis. Now I'm stepping it up, I want who modeling in them Riri's. Too hot, yet still I'm on the cooler than sea breeze. Now I'm stunting on them, who fronting on them. They want me choose, I'm like please, please. I'm like kick it out my face, cause I ain't messing with you. You could play that game and I done read you like a scripture. Plus I done got a list of all the DJs who done hit you. So like photos at them parties, I'll be stepping out the picture. It's still G's up, goes down. Can't swim and you gon' drown. Ain't no need for this fighting, there's too many women to go round. So when a brother cut you lucky if you get an email. And this for all my players, whether masculine or female. I got love for all my women. Yeah. What y'all be saying? I do like Stevie J. I'm smarter with my playing. Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right like Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right. Show you right that I'm a player. That means it's my sport. Don't even try to hide it, but I'm never getting caught like Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right like Stevie J, Stevie J, damn right.
Yeah. Stevie J, Gazzi Gates live in studio, The Matter Drive, 96, number one. Tell me something. Your favorite hip hop artist growing up?
Nas.
Nas? What do you say he's the artist who inspired you the most?
I would say he's the artist that inspire me the most. Like over the years, I look at guys like LL, Jay-Z, guys who could, have that staying power, longevity. Nas, no disrespect to him, but he's just not as big as he was
Right.
then. Whereas we still have
Jay-Z's still running.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard.
And who inspires you now? Who you think is the current crop of hip hop artists? Kanye?
What about the younger crew?
I think a lot of the younger guys doing a lot of good stuff. Guys like Kendrick Lamar and who else to have out there? Wiz Khalifa. These guys, I find they're doing good stuff. So yeah, that's all of them.
Tell me something. I think a lot of the times the problem is that yes, you all have good music,
Right.
but we don't get to see you all.
Right.
And as I brought this up with some past interviews. Where can we see you?
Well,
in the next
that also still in the works. You would know that it have some jokey promoters down here. They will call you, tell you wanted to perform, and then they don't call you back, or they don't want to pay you. These kind of things. Artists need to eat.
I think they don't want to pay a part this the
Yeah, the most important.
yeah.
And I
That
think
is
a
so
lot
true.
of local promoters still have a bad perception of hip hop. They feel man
Right.
gonna come there and just cuss down the place and all them.
Right.
But that's not the scene. People
But,
just
but do
trying
you
to be
think with
heard.
the current crop of artists and songs out there right now, do you think this could be the turnaround?
Yeah, it should, because they have a lot of intelligent guys who just really looking to be heard and looking to get their music out there. They ain't looking for no trouble. Just want to come perform their music, represent for the people, and
Yeah.
So, what do you say? Who happens to be your favorite writer, though?
Currently, I would have to say again, Kanye. He's an interesting guy.
You like controversy?
Yeah.
I'll go on with you.
Yeah, well, he's a funny guy. He don't try to be funny, but he's end up being funny.
That's because he half crazy too.
Yeah.
So what's next for Gazzi Gates?
Another video. We're about to start shooting another video for a song called What's Up. A lot of people been asking for that. They actually thought I should have put that out before the Stevie J, but I mean, I know the reason why I put the Stevie J out. It was to provoke discussion,
Right.
which is exactly what it did. So yeah, we're gonna work on this What's Up next and immediately start work on the next
Where can
mixtape album.
where can people download the mixtape? Because I'm sure people want to hear that.
Yeah, that's on datpiff.com, datpiff.com. Just search Gazzi Gates and you'll
Well,
see
actually
it
get the
right
people
there.
here all their social media handles so they can find you on social media.
Yeah, well, it's very simple. Everything Gazzi Gates, Gazzi Gates, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. Very simple. YouTube, everything.
All right. All right, we're looking forward to hearing the next set. We're looking forward to seeing more videos.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to
And we need local performances, yeah. We need to see,
Yeah.
we've been interviewing everybody, but we're not seeing them
Yeah.
live. We need to see that.
But I understand where you're coming from, you know what I mean? The artists are there, the music is there, it's up to the promoters now to give you the blind.
Yeah.
As we would say. They need not to be a blind, they need to take you all seriously.
They need to be
serious
fearless. Yeah,
as-
they
as
need to be
artists.
fearless. They need
You know
to
what I
be
mean?
fearless.
Yeah, go hard or go home.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
And,
hey.
and consider paying us too. You understand me?
I won't even
The
say
free
consider.
stuff is
Pay all,
yeah.
Don't consider pay all. Come on, everyone's listening to the music. Everyone's been enjoying the music.
Yeah.
You know, so I say it's now time to pay the guys and get them in the clubs, get them in the shows.
Exactly.
Definitely, you know, we have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, just sometimes you get some artists, and it's not a hip hop thing. Sometimes it's in soca too or dance, so you get so excited when you reach on stage. You tatter down yourself, you know. Just saying. I just saying that that's that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happens in dance, it happens with soca, you know, thing, and guys just need to know, hey, when the opportunity actually
Yeah, they admire it.
comes and
Yeah, they admire it. Yeah, that grab it when
you
again.
have to be ready.
Exactly.
You
You
got
need
to
to,
be ready.
rehearse and prepare, have your stuff, as I say, mix and master, song and write. You know, because I have seen artists for showcases, get the stuff mixed and mastered. And that's just a showcase. That's not even for
And there's that too,
radio
but come with your instrumentals. That's our next
Yeah.
one. We spoke about that yesterday. We're trying to get something from somebody, and the producer fallouts, and he know what the instrumental and all kind of mad thing. Gay instrumentals.
Hey, thanks for passing through. Anybody want to thank before you leave?
Yo, everybody who been supporting, shout to my daughter and I listening right now. All my homeboys, Keeney, Clears. Everybody who does 96.1 definitely, because y'all been showing support, so I must much love to
What
you.
part of Trinidad and Tobago you from?
St. James.
All right around the corner, man.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Right.
enough respect. Gazzi Gates,
Yeah.
Stevie J, and more to come. Check out the mixtape, right? And remember, everything Gazzi Gates. The Instagram, the Twitter, everything. GAZZI Gates. Hit him up. Local hip hop,
Yo.
local talent, young talent. We promote it here. 96 #1. The Mighty Drive continues. Goofy, Ding Dong, Tweez inside for Charles Marshall today. Let's go.
What this girl thinking?